Welcome friends to another one of Mink's builds. This is one build in a series of brickheads, counting down to the start of Tennocon, which is happening on July 18th and 19th this year. Following things through with number 9 is the character Aoi Morihoshi, a member of the Syndicate in the brickhead style of building. Brickheads are essentially Lego's answer to Funko Pops, and this build is no different. This build took me a magnetically opposed force amount of hours to make, and the parts count weighs in at an approximate 150 Lego pieces. The pose of which I have Aoi in is what I call a dynamic front pose. Want to see some more? And now we've got a side shot of Aoi. Looking at her head, I was pleased as punch with how it turned out, especially her hair. I was enamored with her hair when I first saw her design. She's got some massive bangs, which then flows to the back of the head to a point reminiscent of Arthur's hairdo. The similarities in there. The sides of her head, as well as the back, are covered in mechanical greebling plates, giving off a stronger cyberpunk look to her. Also, implementing the blue ring on the back of her head was a joy to pull off. Lastly, looking at her side, she has a 1999 rendition of Mag's signature arm spikes / rails. I love the way I was able to recreate them, including the hint of orange. It allows them to pop. Here's a shot of Aoi's back. Looking to Aoi's head again, you are better equipped to see the aforementioned greebling and the blue ring on the back of her head. I try to keep it very accurate to the in-game model, while making it interesting to look at. You may notice yet again the olive green themed ring of those very same color of parts that, of course, represent the mandatory harnesses found on the prototypes. Each member of the Hex wear these while going out into the fray. They're prepared for any situation, and being the co-leader of the Hex Syndicate, Aoi has to be ready as well. And finally, a dynamic shot of Aoi's back. More visible in this shot are the two-tone blue combo, staggered, almost giving Aoi a checker pattern, which I appreciate because it doesn't all blend together and give the old redness of stimuli to verify. The orange and black on Aoi's design also do some heavy lifting. She's looking clean with those orange 1x2 plates for shoes. A more detailed view on the Mag Warframe that's present here are the two arm rails / spikes mentioned earlier. They look fantastic here. If one didn't know any better, you could assume they're the Origin System's take on Bruce Lee's Tanfas. Surprise 360-degree view go. Well, you weren't expecting some video in your video, were you? Here's some motion for the commotion I'm going to be causing your eyes. Also, this is meant to capture all the other angles I specifically left out for this event. I honestly think Aoi is in my top 3 favorite protoframe designs. She appears to be the most cyberpunk-esque, rocking field chrome dome. Jokes aside, I hope that brickhead enthusiasts, and especially Warframe veterans such as yourselves, can appreciate the amount of detail that I crushed into this build. Don't worry, the light is an issue on my end. I'm just starting to learn how to edit photos and videos. So if any of you have suggestions on how to film white on white without it looking like a flashbang went off, I'd really appreciate the advice. Apologies in hindsight. Some closing remarks. I was elated when I could finally sink my teeth in a 1999 update. And I gotta give it was easily one of their best updates to the game. I can't wait to see how else they freshen things up with a different spin on our playable characters / warframes. Right after making Aoi, my head began racing, and the pull to create the rest of the Hex was never stronger. I knew then and there that I had to recreate them in Lego. Speaking of, I may or may not be releasing more videos on other members of the Hex, counting down to this year's Tennocon. I hope you'll join me in the countdown and check out my other videos, as they'll be released daily leading up to the 18th. I also have one more visual treat for you, a viewer mind, before we part. I promise, it's not another polarizing, blinding beacon into the night. Get it? Polarize? I'll see myself out now. Wow, nice background. The countdown for the rest of the protoframes continues tomorrow, so please consider checking it out if you like what you saw here and want to see more. If you have any suggestions on what I should make next, brickheads or otherwise, please submit a comment down below. I hope you're not feeling like Ben Starr after suffering through the 360 view of Aoi. Thanks for joining me in another one of Mink's builds. Come, let's build something together. See you at Tennocon.